Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm kind of excited. Because I finally have a Tom Ford quad in the wet dry formula, which people just go nuts about. They say it's fantastic, it's beautiful, it's delightful, it's the end of the world. We shall see. We shall see. I got it in denim, metallic denim, and Dior came out with some more luminizers. And check out this packaging. I cannot. This is not plastic with stitching, embossed inside it or pressed. This is actually cushy. And I am a tactile person, so this is really, really floating my boat. It kind of reminds me, weren't there little things that weren't stickers, not quite, but they weren't dolls. They were kind of flat, that were cushy like this when you were a kid? Anyway, I got the color Rosewood, and we're going to be using that. So I went to Nordstrom's because this palette sold out on Nordstrom's online. And while I was there, the lovely SA gave me a sample. Totally, he's like, you need to try this. I didn't even ask. The Shade Illuminate Radiance Foundation, I got it in 2.5 linen, so we're gonna put that on the face. But I wanna read the ingredients first because this is $150. Hello. Yeah, I've tried high-end brands before, but the whole Tom Ford thing I have issues with. So this is what they're saying online. Medium, 2 full coverage foundation with 3-dimensional radiance that reflects soft light. The fade-resistant, moisturizing, nourishing, and protecting formula contains a blend of advanced elastomers and light diffusing powders to create the perfect radiant surface. Designed to create the appearance of flawless skin, this foundation also nourishes with breathable protection and is infused with hyaluronic acid to moisturize for a plump, dewy look. The trio of natural oils, including balsam copaiba and aroba, acai, and anti-inflammatory noni fruit extract nourish and calm the skin, while broad-spectrum SPF 50 helps protect from the harmful effects of the sun. They have something in here that I've never heard of. So there's octinoxate, octosalate, zinc oxide, and ensulizole. I looked at the ingredients and I can't pronounce even the oils because they're using the Latin, but it's okay. There are some oils, as I said. There's a little tocopherol, there's a little sodium hyaluronate, there is of course glycerin. Yeah, a lot of dimethicones. There we go. Let us put it on the face. I have no idea if this shade will work for me. I told him I prefer something neutral and that I had tried the card of, well, that will be coming up, you guys. I tried another foundation from Tom Ford, which is going to be next week, scented. And I mixed together 2 colors, but that formula, I think, oxidizes a little bit. So he said, well, let's try linen. And I get the feeling this might be a little too light and a little too yellow, but we'll see. It feels a little slippy. There are a lot of dimethicones in here, and it feels like it. Now, I just want to take my beauty blender, which is dry, and make sure I'm blended. I had actually, it's really a kind of a funny thing. Tati just reviewed this the other day, and I saw that review. But honestly, I didn't even think to ask for it because I don't shop at Tom Ford, and I don't know if they are generous with samples or not. He was such a lovely, lovely guy. At the Grove, his name is Felix, if you're in Los Angeles. Okay, I think it's a little too yellow for me, but It's super pretty, and 100%, the coverage is solid. It's not full, but it's solid. It's pretty, you guys. So I actually, as per usual, have on my skincare and my sunscreen, and when I sit down to put on my makeup, I start with a face that has a lot of shine. And this has a lot of shine. Is it from this? Is it from the other stuff? Who can say? It's not matte by any stretch of the imagination. It feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like skincare though. I felt the dimethicone-ness, this slippiness. And when I got over here, this part was hard to move until I added some more. So I feel like it's the kind of thing you just do one area of your face at a time. You don't dot all over like I did. Let's see how it dries down. Let's do the under eyes. I'm going to do the usual, the Charlotte Tilbury and the Clinique, and I'll be back in a flash. Alright, under eyes are done. I didn't powder them because I want to just wait for a minute. Maybe I need to powder the face and I'll do it all at the same time. I did, however, do swatches on this. So, this is the wet dry formula dry, and here it is wet. And at first I thought, oh yeah, okay, the wet one is deeper and darker, but now, just a few seconds later, really, I feel like they're pretty much the same. Well, you know what? Okay. The dry one is more diffused, so maybe it was a little darker at first, just so you can see what's going on. This looks more diffused and this looks more articulated, if that makes any sense at all. There's no matte in here. And I think that we need to get right into it. I am not going to prime my eyes. I've kind of gotten out of the habit. I tried, you guys, I tried. It's just not a natural thing for me to prime my eyes. And I feel like when you're spending almost $90, it should wash my dishes. I don't have to work for it. It has to work for me. I think if something demands using a primer, then it just doesn't fit for my lifestyle. Because I'm just not that person. Now, I don't know what kind of brushes are best. I am going to go in with this from the Sky set from Sonia G, and I'm going to do this kind of taupey shade, and that will be the thing that pushes back my hood. And again, we're in that old same problem. I mean, Charlotte Tilbury used to be the creative director, so it's no surprise that her quads also don't have mattes in them, and it's tough. So I'm just going to sketch everything out, and we'll clean up the shape and do blending a little bit later. All right, we'll clean that up because nothing's even. Oh, that's how it goes with me. Wow, I'm super shiny. I'm definitely gonna have to powder this. It's just a little. This is a little too much. My goodness. I'm thinking that this lighter blue we're going to be doing over here. We're going to do this on the inner. We're going to do a standard application and then maybe line with this. So this is a Chikuhodo. I can't remember if it's 10 or 11, but Z10 or 11. Both brushes are great. One is like a pencil brush. Applying very nicely. There's no problem with it. I'm going to go in with a flat brush with the same color, and I'm going to get wet and see what happens, so we can have something a little darker by the lash line. And this is not Smashbox, it's glycerin. Rose water and glycerin. Okay, look at that. Nice. So maybe you can see a little bit of the blue before I did the wet dry. Really pretty. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to take the other side, and now I'm going to go in with this lighter color. Same brush. And first we'll try dry, and then we'll try wet and see what happens. Huh. It kind of looks like I just put the taupe in there. I mean, I did put it, I don't understand. Look, I'm going to do it again on this side. There's nothing right here where I'm putting it. But to me, it looked like I just moved the taupe over. So this color, while it's light in the pan, it's possible it's not light on the eye. Nope. I think I had the taupe over here. Okay, so mistakes happen, you guys. Now, before I go in with the darkest color, I'm going to go in with this guy again, make sure it's clean, and I'm going to use this to kind of blend out the edges, just back and forth, short motions. Everything benefits from a blend. Now, I'm going to take the other Chikuhodo. So this is either the 10 or the 11, and I'm going into this shade that is, it's black as far as I can tell, but it has blue glitters in it. That's what I think is going on. And I'm going to get this all over the place, and then I'm going to spray it. And I'm going to try to use this as a liner, but I feel like I'm not wanting to go underneath because this look is going to get very dark very quick. But I just want to show you what it looks like. I'm just going to hit the concealer, and now I'm going to powder under the eyes, and I'm going to powder the face. So I'm going to go in with the Kosas. I've been really enjoying this lately, but I think I'm just going to do it under the eyes because I do have the color Airy, and it does impart a lightness, and I want to get all over. Or certainly, you know, here, because this is pretty shiny. So translucent is what I'm going to do. And of course, get a powder where I'm putting the highlighter, which is coming up really soon. I'm going in with my Chikuhodo brush to this. This is called Ombre, and it is new from Chanel. I just did a Chanel video yesterday, and I will put that right up here. And I still want to play with this and discover this a little bit more, because you would think, I don't understand, this is really dark and it's brown, but it's very sheer. And I'm just trying to decide how to use this. I think it's totally appropriate for evening because, you know, a lot of people don't like to have a blushy, pinky look for a dramatic eye, and I get it, because a blushy pinky look to me is innocent, where the eye is a little more sultry. Rosewood. Let's do a swatch. This is what it looks like on the finger, and this is what it looks like on the hand. So when these came out, I was aware. I was on the Dior site, and I wanted coral. It was hard to tell because, again, they take pictures of 3 models and they just do computer-generated swatches on the face, which aren't really, I think, great. And I decided, you know what, I think the coral is the one that's going to work for me. But, yawn, I'm so tired. I just do it in the morning. I do that a lot. I don't know why. Came back in the morning. The page was still empty, but my cart was also empty, and it had sold out. So I decided to do Rosewood, because the other shades just didn't look that interesting to me. And this is the Anastasia highlight brush. Ooh, a lot came up. And I believe this is a Baked Gelée. And let's go for it. Hi, I think this is stunning. And I think it's, I don't know, it seems to me, it's so close to my skin tone that it's not leaving the color so much as it's leaving the shine. But when I look cheekbone to cheekbone, yeah, there is a pinkness to this, which is fine because my blush today didn't have any. I usually don't go any further than right about here because as you get older you get these little bumps and stuff, and highlighters exaggerate that. But in this case, because there's a pinkness to it, I'm going to pull it in a little bit. So I'm doing a little bit of a triangle like this, a little wider, a little down. I'm not saying it's right, I'm saying that's what I'm doing. And again, I'm just going to bring it down a little bit because there's some pinkness to this to help balance out the lack of pinkness in my blush without actually putting on a blush. Now I'm not sure something like this would work on the nose because I do think it's working so well there, but we're going to give it a try because that's what we're here to do. And I always like to have a little color right here. So I think because of the pinkness, there's this, it looks like rub off on me because I wear glasses and it rubs off my foundation, and that pinkness that I'm seeing from the pigment here looks like, ooh, rub off right at the bridge. So I wouldn't want to wear this, I don't think, as the nose highlight. May as well just have a little bit of fun with this. So I am going to do my mascara. I'm going to do a little bit of lining in the tight line and fill in the blonde brows, and we'll be right back and choose a lip. Oh, I'm just taking another road, you guys. Okay, I need to stop. Let's go to lip. So I think because the look is a little deep, and all I did was tight line, that is all. I want to go with this. I'm really enjoying this new formula from Bite. Really comfortable, and I like this color on me. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Let's go really quickly. My very first wet dry quad from Tom Ford. I think it's possible you could get a day look out of this just using these two shades and then going somewhere else for a matte brown. But I wanted to show you all of them, and I think the look is very pretty, easy to blend. It's fine with the crepeys, and I think you can get even bigger and deeper with this for sure. And it's not too blue, which is a good thing because blue isn't easy for everybody. A lot of people have a problem with blue eyeshadows, and you know, lucky few, man, they can really do it. This is my first wet dry, and I'm happy with it. The Christian Dior, or I don't want to say that because there's a CD here. I love this packaging. I'm sorry. I really, really do. This is my first highlighter, another first from Dior. And I might get the coral as well because it's back in stock. So what I like about the idea of this is I feel like because of the coolness, I could kind of do it up here almost like a contour blush highlighter. And especially when I'm wearing a blush like today where there's not a lot of vibrancy to it, I get a little bit of pink. I do feel, at first I felt, oh, it's so close to me that I'm just getting that sheen, but when I turn straight ahead, no, I see that color, but I don't mind it. I saw people do videos with the other colors, and I just felt that they were too light, or too icy, or too gold. And this, while it has the reflection, it's icy, it's not too icy. What do I think about these primer? I still don't know about the eye primer. And as far as this lip, I have to say, I love these new formulas. They're very, very comfortable. I am a person who is afraid of nudes. I just don't think they look good on me. They look kind of deadening. They look like I'm ready to be put down into a coffin. They don't work for everybody, you know, and I'm kind of afraid of them. Some people are afraid of spiders, not me. I'm afraid of nudes, but I like this color on me. Maybe some people wouldn't say it's a nude, but I feel like it's a nude for me. So this is the color Sesame, and I love it. And this is the second look of this Chanel blush in ombre. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I am still compelled. I'm still interested. I'm still there. It sounds like a relationship, right? But when you think about it, we do have a relationship with our makeup. I hate you. You're bothering me. You're so difficult. I really have to work with you. It's actually, yeah, I'm seeing the parallels right there. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.